Well, hey y'all, it's Sheila. I am back again. I am with Mandy at Seek Heavenly Things, and I am among the 12, so hi, so welcome. I just want to let y'all know that if Jesus is leading y'all to share these messages online with us, you're welcome to go to our YouTube pages where it's all laid out there, and get on camera and help spread the word, okay? All right, so first I claim that Jesus came in the flesh, bled and died on the cross, and rose on the third day. He's Jesus and God in one spirit. He's my Lord and Savior, literally my everything, okay? So he finished it all on the cross, past, present, and future sins. There's no works of salvation, and once saved, always saved, okay? All right, so this is going to be for 6/22/2026, a break before part 28, declaration part 4, and we're on part 3D. God's physical calendar's 4/4, God's spiritual calendar's 10/4, God's true Gregorian is 1/7. And this was spoken through Mandy by Jesus, September 1st to the 19th of 2024. Again, just proving that Jesus is speaking and has been speaking all this time, okay? All right. He says, I flipped many tables with many of you, drawing attention to the wicked heathens and the stone throwers, the people who are truly under the law, blaspheming my name. Did you think my anointed ones were full of anger and retaliation, speaking those words to you? No, they had nothing against you, but you had everything against them. And when were you going to understand that I make my prophets do outrageous things to test people's hearts, not just with them, but with all of you? I have tested your true faith and obedience to the max, and all of my children were put in a compromising position at some point to test their faith, whether it was in this realm or the other realms. All of my people chosen from the very beginning, I have put them in compromising, uncomfortable situations, and all of you have survived the great faith of testing of trials and tribulations, including all of my elders, not just my 12, including Natasha and McKenna, when I staged the soulmate switcheroos and spoken marriages by voice frequencies. I had McKenna put out her personal information about her current living situation, putting it out there to make her plunge into the unknown, also testing her true faith and obedience, knowing many of the religious spirits would come at her. All the ones speaking online, I made you all put out every detail, every mystery that I have given you, even though it would contradict previous teachings that many of you were taught in church, and my believers who were taught in church, or by a former pastor who wasn't ordained by me, before receiving the mysteries spoken from me and given by me to my elders and my 12. For instance, Vashti, she had to go against her own family, speaking my truth, coercing them to get away from being under the law. Ashlyn wasn't online, but she also had to go against her family, with recent events explaining to them what was going on, even while being somewhat confused herself. Many of you, I have set you up for testing like this. Previously, I just spoke on Cassie and how she had to step out in faith with her cancer treatments, even though I have already healed her. I forced her, by her love for me and her own free will, to go through the motions and take the chemo treatments and lose her hair and then be vulnerable to the world, showing the world and speaking on her own personal experience and trauma. Let's see where I'm at here. Okay. She was brave in showing me her faith and dedication to saving my children as my warrior at that moment, for showing her true self on camera to wake up my children. My 3, Kathy, Lori, and Matthew, they went through trials and testing their whole lives. I put them through the ringer many times, and they never turned on me. They have always stayed faithful to me, no matter what the world said against them. Lori has been with her soulmate for a long time, who was also Matthew in different suits. I know, I am so clever, aren't I? So yes, Lori, your prayers are answered. You get to keep your husband. Lori also has been tested to the max, and just like all of you, Lori has also had to cleanse her heart and truly succumb to my will. She had an issue of waiting for me to take action. She used to always take action herself, which many times sent her down the wrong path. But now she has grown and seasoned and ready to take on any battle. Matthew, he truly walked away from the world just to follow me. He listened to my voice and he let me guide him, and he never strayed even when the world around him thought he was crazy. He had to challenge the elite, and even though he knew they were coming after him, he never faltered, he never swayed. He had many financial issues, and there were many times where he didn't know how he was going to go on. But he looked at me as his provider, and of course I always provide for my children and take care of them, while teaching them lessons along the way. McKenna, I never have let her work. I had taken many things away, even her car. And sometimes she just wanted to get away from Jeremy and have time with the kids and have time with herself. It was unbearable at times for her, but no matter what, she held on strong to my voice and held on to the promises that I had for her, and even though I took everything away from her, I also made sure she always had everything she needed. She never doubted, she had faith. I always provided every single time people came against her for not getting a job. She stood strong up against them with her faith. She never faltered, never doubted, and always held true to my word that her job for me was worthy and true. Kathy, she was true to my voice no matter what obstacle I put in front of her, and as you can see, she has the love of any man's heart. She truly is a warrior queen. And not only did she play the role of Beatrice of the Heavenly Mother in the flesh, she also played what it's like to truly love one another when they were down like a grandmother would in any scenario for their grandchild. Sorry, I guess something just fell in the house. No telling what my animals are into now. Kathy, your soul awaits you, and your long suffering of your marriage is over. You held true to yourself, and you will forever be known in the group as the sweet sanguine Kathy, who poured her love out on top with a cherry and spice, and was there for everyone, no matter if they were in the wrong or right. She held on to the brokenhearted. She even held them close to her heart. And she never let them go, even though she was also the brokenhearted. She always reached out and made everyone feel needed. She will always be the grandma, the Heavenly Mother, Beatrice in the flesh to the group. When your memories come back, and they will for all of you, you will remember each other from all your past realms up until these moments now. You will all remember each other like you have always remembered one another. You will all get all of your memories back and know exactly who you were before I changed your spirit. Okay, so stick around for declaration part 4, part 3E. All right, y'all. So again, take this to Jesus. Ask him to show you the truths, and ask him to prove to you that he is speaking. Go to him humbly with a humble heart, with no intent to try to backlash at anybody else. Test the spirit. 1 John 4:1-3. Who are you hearing from? Jesus came in the flesh, blood, and died on the cross. The demons know who Jesus is. They'll never claim that he is their Messiah, but they know that he's the Son of God. Also, they'll never claim that he came in the flesh either. So test the spirit. It's very important to know. All right. Be blessed. I will see y'all later. Bye.